Hello, welcome to Pause, Practice, Play. Today we'll be focusing on strength and balance. So feel free to find a seated position. This is a brand new series here. Oh, also I want to catch the music because this plays the same, kind of the same riff over and over again. So that might be annoying for people. But if you do want music, feel free to turn on some music for yourself there wherever you are practicing from. Welcome wherever you're joining from, whether you're joining live or in the replay from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you for being here today. Today, we will be moving through a strength and balance focused practice, and we'll use 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks at home, no worries. Feel free to bring in whatever support you have or modify your practice as you need for your body or whatever props you don't have there at home or wherever you are in the world. Today we'll start in a seated position, resting your palms face down or face up on your knees. Relaxing as much as you can through your shoulders, relaxing as much as you can through your face. If you find that you enjoy this practice or any of these daily practices, this is a new one, a new daily physical movement practice, and then we have our daily meditation for misfits practice. If you find that you really enjoy these practices, are getting value from them, your donations are welcome via Venmo for right now. And once I have access to accepting donations in other ways, I will keep you posted, and all of that information is in the description. On your inhale, lift your shoulders up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale. Shoulders up, breath in. Back and down. And once more, shoulders up. Back and down. Reach your arms forward and up, breath in. Circle your arms back and down, breath out. Forward and up, inhale, back and down. And once more, forward and up. Drop your fingertips to the ground behind you, lift through chin and chest, look up. Keeping your hands behind, ease your chin toward your chest. Bring your chin to center, keep your right hand behind, left over your right thigh for a twist to your right. Unwind, left hand behind, right over your left thigh for a twist to your left. Unwind, reach your arms out and up, inhale. Right arm down, left up and over to your right. And just a reminder, I don't mirror, so tune into your oral learning. Your right, my right will look different. Both hands high center, left arm down, right up and over to your left. Both hands high, breath in, hands to prayer. Here, if you're in that cross-legged seat, switch legs, whatever's in front to back or top to bottom. Open your arms out to a T, inhale. Reach forward, round your back, chin to chest, exhale. Open, breath in, look forward or up. Close and reach, breath out. Open, inhale. Close. Open, breath in. Twist to your left, rotating through belly and chest. Open, twist. Come back to center, inhale. Twist to your right. Center. Left arm down, right up and over to your left. Coming back to center, arms open to a T. Right arm down, left up and over to your right. Coming back to center, arms open to a T. Wrap your arms around your body, giving yourself a hug, gently rotating from one side to the other. Coming back to center, arms open to a T. Opposite elbow over elbow, wrapping your arms around, twisting from one side to the other. And then here, coming back to center, relax your arms down and plant your heels on the ground in front of you into a modified boat. Here, we'll take up one block, place it between your palms, short edges of that block between your palms, reaching your arms out in front of you, press your palms into the block. Arm shoulder height, shoulder width, modified boat. If you already feel this is too much for your shoulders, set the block aside and just work with your body. On your exhale, reach your arms up, squeezing through the tops of your shoulders. Come back to center, arms lower, shoulder height, breath in, reach up, breath out. Come back to center, inhale, reach, exhale, stay for a breath in, pressing your palms into the block, and lower your block down. Here, taking both blocks, placing them into your palms, palms face up, arms reaching out in front of you, shoulder height, shoulder width. Again, if that's too much for the shoulders, feel free to set the blocks aside and just work with your body. On your exhale, pull your elbows back, rotate your forearms out. Reach your arms open to a T, breath in, lifted shoulder height. Close your arms, strong through your chest. Reach forward, inhale, pull your elbows back, rotate your forearms out, reach your arms out, breath in, close your arms, breath out, stay for an inhale. Once more, pull your elbows back, rotate your forearms out, arms open to a T, breath in, close, breath out. And then here, setting your blocks down, set your blocks aside. Send your legs long in front of you. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale and release into a seated forward fold. 3 deep breaths here. On your next breath in, reach your arms forward and up. Plant your right foot on the ground, twist to your right, dropping your left hand over your right shin, right fingertips to the ground behind you. Couple breaths. And then unwinding from your twist, send your right leg long, reach your arms up, plant your left foot on the ground, breath in, twist to your left, dropping your right hand over your left shin, left fingertips to the ground behind you. Unwind, reach your arms out and up, sending your left leg long, breath in, forward fold, breath out. Couple breaths. Ease your shoulders back. And then reaching your arms forward and up, breath in. Relax your arms out and down. Bring your knees in, shift your weight, and make your way high up onto your shins. I am seeing the screen go dark, so I'm going to make sure that we don't lose that. So here, making your way high up onto your shins, placing your blocks out in front of you, about hip width apart. Hands to your hips. Step your right foot forward between your blocks. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale. Hinging forward, drop your hands onto your blocks. You can either, if you don't have blocks at home or wherever you are in the world, you can drop your fingertips to the ground either side of your front foot or rest your hands over your front thigh. Hands to prayer, another good option. Here, we're going to curl the back toes under, breath in. On your exhale, lift your back knee, engaging your quad. Breath out. Lower your knee. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower your knee. Breath in. Once more, lift. Stay for an inhale. Lower your knee. Exhale. Bring your right knee back in underneath your hip, hands to hips. Step your left foot forward between your blocks. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale. And releasing your hands to your blocks or to the ground or to your thigh or hands to prayer. Curl your back toes under. Breath in. On your exhale, lift your back knee. Breath out. Lower your knee. Inhale. Lift, engaging your quad. Exhale. Lower your knee. Breath in. Once more, lift. Stay for an inhale. On your exhale, lower your knee. Return your left knee underneath your hips. Set your blocks aside. Tabletop. Here, right away, we'll find high plank. Curling your toes under, extend your legs long behind you, anchor through the pads of your fingers, heels of your hands. Pressing strong through your hands, broad through your back. Breath in. Lower to belly and chest. Extend your arms out in front of you, open to a Y, chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. On your exhale, lifting your head, lift your arms, pull your elbows back. Strong through your back. Reach forward, lower down. Inhale. Lift, pull your elbows back. Exhale. Reach forward, lower down. Breath in. And once more, lift, pull. Drop your hands under your shoulders. Tilt your ribs up for a small cobra. Tabletop to child's pose. Knees wide, hips back, forehead rests on your mat. And a few breaths here. As you breathe in, notice where you might be holding tension in the body. And as you breathe out, notice where you can soften, where you can relax. Here again, pressing down with your hands, lift your head, walk your hands back, and rise up high onto your shins, bringing your blocks again out in front of you, hip width apart. Hands to hips. Step your right foot forward between your blocks. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale. Hands to prayer or hands to blocks. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Here we'll anchor the left fingertips either to the ground or onto your block. Send your right arm forward and up, shoulder height. Breath in. Revolved crescent lunge. On your exhale, rotate belly and chest to your right, reaching your right arm up. Breath in. Reach your right arm forward and down, returning it to your block or to the ground. We'll move through that twice more. Breath in. Send your right arm forward and up, twisting to your right. Breath out. Stay for an inhale. Reach your right arm forward and down. Moving through that once more and adding on. Reach your right arm forward. Inhale. Twist to your right, reaching your hand high. Exhale. Press strong through your front foot, dropping your right hand either to your back hip or to your left leg, reaching your left hand high. Reverse crescent lunge. Breathe. And on your exhale, return your hands to your blocks. Lower your back knee and bring your front knee back underneath your hip. Hands to hips. Step your left foot forward, same thing, other side. Send your arms out and up. Inhale. Hinging forward, either hands to prayer or to your blocks. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Here, send your left arm forward and up, shoulder height. Breath in. Rotate belly and chest to your left, reaching your left hand high. Stay for an inhale. Reach your left arm forward and down. Exhale. Reach your left arm forward and up, shoulder height. Breath in. Rotate belly and chest to your left. Revolved crescent lunge, left hand high. Stay for an inhale. And reach your left arm forward and down. Here we'll add on. Send your left arm forward. Inhale. Twist to your left. Reaching your left hand high. Exhale. Pressing strong through your front foot. Drop your left hand either to the back of your hip or back of your right thigh. Reaching your right hand high. Reverse crescent lunge. Breathe. On your exhale, release both hands to the ground or to your blocks. Bring your back knee down. Front knee comes back up underneath your hip. Set your blocks aside, tabletop. High plank. Extending your legs long behind you. Press strong through your hands. Breath in. Lower to belly and chest. Both arms down alongside your body, palms down. Zip the legs together, chin or forehead to your mat. Breath in. Locust pose. On your exhale, lift chin, chest, shoulders, arms, legs. Lower everything down. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, strong through your back. Lower down, breath in. Once more, lift. Stay for an inhale. On your exhale, lower down. Hands under shoulders, tilt your ribs up, small cobra, ease your shoulders back. Inhale. Tabletop. 2, child's pose, knees wide, hips back, forehead rests on your mat. And a couple deep breaths here. Pressing down through your hands, lift your head. Walk your hands back and make your way again high up onto your shins. Bringing your blocks out in front of you. Hands to hips. Step your right foot forward between your blocks. Reach your arms out and up. Inhale. Hinge forward, either hands to prayer or hands to your blocks. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Press strong through your right hand, left hand, send your right arm forward and up, twisting to your right, revolved crescent lunge. And then reaching your right hand back to your right hip or thigh, left hand high, reverse crescent lunge. Stay for a breath in. And return your hands to your blocks or to the ground, either side of your front foot. Bring your blocks forward, back foot forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Chair, sit your hips back and down. Reach forward. Exhale. Press down to your feet. Reach up, breath in. Drop your hands behind your back. Option to clasp your fingers. Reach down, look up. Chin to center, arms reach out and up. Inhale. Hands to prayer. Stay for a couple breaths. And then here, moving through some standing balance, we'll lift the right heel, breath in. On your exhale, slide your toes out to your right and up, engaging that outer hip into the right obliques. Come back to center, inhale. Slide your toes out and up, exhale. Center, breath in. Once more, slide your toes out and up. And then here, keeping your leg abducted out to the right, drop your toes to the ground, right hand either to your hip or thigh. Send your left hand high, breath in. Reach up and over to your right. Stay for a couple of breaths. Both hands high, breath in. Bringing your foot back to center, return your foot to the ground, hands to prayer. And then here on your inhale, lift your left heel, slide your toes out to your left and up, exhale. Come back to center, breath in, slide your toes out and up, breath out. Center, inhale. Once more, slide your toes out and up. And then keeping your leg abducted, drop your toes to the ground. Left hand to your hip or thigh, right hand high. Breath in. Reach up and over to your left. Couple breaths. Both hands high, bringing your foot back to center, planted on the ground, hands to prayer. Breath in, lift your right heel. On your exhale, slide your toes back and up, engaging your glute. Bring your toes back to center, inhale. Slide your toes back and up, exhale. Center, breath in. Once more, slide your toes back and up. And then keeping your leg back, drop your toes to the ground behind you. Breath in. Bend your right knee, lifting your heel toward your seat. Flex your toes, engaging the back of your thigh. Drop your toes back and down. Inhale. Lift your heel toward your seat. Exhale. Toes back and down. Breath in. Once more, lift. And then here, send your knee forward and up. Inhale. Here you might use a block as support. If you find this a little bit challenging to hold balanced, you can use the block for support. And then on your next exhale, twist to your right. Breathe. Unwind from your twist. Return your foot to the ground. Walk it out. Shake it out. Hands to prayer. Lift your left heel. Breath in. Slide your toes back and up. Breath out. Toes to center. Inhale. Slide your toes back and up. Exhale. Toes to center. Breath in. And once more, slide your toes back and up. Here, keeping your leg behind, toes to the ground. Inhale. Bend your knee, flex your toes, lifting your heel toward your seat. Lower your toes back and down. Inhale. Heel toward your seat. Exhale. Toes back and down. Breath in. And once more, heel toward your seat, squeezing through the hamstrings. Send your knee forward and up. Inhale. And again here, option to use a block beneath your foot for support. On your next breath out, twist to your left. Unwind from your twist, return your foot to the ground, walk it out, shake it out. Here we'll move through one more set of balance poses, our tree. Lift your right heel, breath in, hands to hips, open your knee out to your right, breath out, engaging that outer right hip and thigh. Bring your knee in, inhale, open, exhale. Knee to center, breath in. Once more, open and plant your tree. Here you can keep your toes on the ground. You can bring a block beneath your toes, bringing the floor a little bit closer to you, a little bit more of a challenge to the balance, or but supported, or bring your foot inside your left leg, above or below your knee. Pressing foot to leg, leg to foot. Relax your arms down. Imagine roots coming out through your fingers, anchoring you to earth. Imagine branches coming up through the spine, lifting you toward the sky. Breathe. Bring your knee in, return your foot to the ground, walk it out, shake it out. And then here again, hands to hips, lift your left heel, breath in. On your exhale, open your knee to the left, engaging your outer hip and thigh. Come back to center, inhale, open, exhale. Center, breath in. Once more, open. and find your tree. Again, you can keep the toes on the ground, use a block to support the toes, bringing the foot a little bit higher, a little bit more flexion through the knee, or plant your foot inside your right leg, above or below your knee, just avoiding pressing hard into the knee joint. Again, here, relax your arms, imagine those roots, imagine those branches, feeling supported and lifted. Focus and breathe. And then here, bring your knee in, return your foot to the ground, walk it out, relax your arms, shake it out. Reach your arms out and up, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Hands to shins or thighs, look forward, halfway lift. Tabletop, come down to your hands and knees. Drop your hips back into one side, swinging your legs out in front of you. And then bringing your heels to the top of your mat, a little bend to your knees. Reach forward, inhale. Gently lower your back to your mat. Arms alongside your body, palms down. Flex your toes. Press your right heel forward and up. Inhale. Let your leg fall open to your right. Exhale. Come back to center. Draw your leg across your body to the left. Coming back to center. Bend your knee, hands over your shin, hug your knee in. Relax your right arm down, bring your knee across your body to the left. And coming back to center, clasp your fingers behind your thigh, press your right heel high. Bend your knee, plant your foot on the ground, and let your knee fall open to your right. Couple breaths. Bring your knee in, send your leg long, arms alongside your body, palms down. Press your left heel forward and up, lifting your leg up into the air. Let your leg fall open to your left. Come back to center and draw your leg across your body to the right. Center, bend your knee, hands over your shin, hug it in. Relax your left arm down, bring your knee across your body to the right. And coming back to center, clasp your fingers behind your thigh, press your left heel high. Bend your knee, plant your foot on the ground, let your knee fall open to your left. Couple breaths. Bring your knee in, send your leg long, reach your arms up overhead for full body stretch. Point your toes. And then bring both knees up towards your chest if it feels okay for your neck. Nose to knees, hug everything in, breath in. And then gently lower your head to your mat. Send your legs long, let your feet fall open, arms alongside your body, palms up, take up space. Together we breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let everything go. And rest fully, body, mind, breath, here in our final pose, Shavasana. Rest here as long as you need. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, deepen your breath, waking up your body. And bringing your knees up toward your chest, reach your arms up overhead. Breath in. Option to roll to one side or rock up, making your way back to a comfortable seated position. Resting again, your palms face down or face up on your knees. Lift your shoulders up, inhale. Rolling your shoulders back and down, exhale, high beam. Here, palms together, hands to prayer, thumbs to the center of your forehead. Wisdom, clarity, peace, and love guide you through the rest of your day and throughout your week. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, bowing forward. Namaste is an expression meaning the divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, whether you practiced live or on the replay. Thank you so much. I have a couple of goals that I am hoping to reach by the end of this month. I have a Twitch goal and a YouTube goal. So if you're following me on Twitch, thank you so much for the follow. Please share out with anyone else who you think might benefit from these daily movement and meditation practices. We have a meditation practice coming up in about an hour-ish. And my goal is to reach 25 followers on Twitch by the end of December 2025. My YouTube goal is to hit 150 subscribers by the end of December 2025. Right now, I am at 104, so thank you to anyone who is subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Take care of yourselves out there. Peace.